The Cerato is Kia's best-selling model down under, and this year it's been given the makeover it deserves. With more safety and smarts on the inside and a fresh new look on the outside, the facelifted Cerato also breaks out as the first model to arrive with Kia's all-new logo. But we're here to find out what else makes this upgraded small car so much better than the last one. Spoiler alert, it's more than just that new badge. Currently in its fourth generation, Cerato is the South Korean carmaker's bestseller down under and the third bestseller in its segment, outperformed on the sales charts only by the likes of its Hyundai i30 sibling and the Toyota Corolla. Now, both hatchback and sedan versions of the Cerato have been reinvigorated for 2021, with all four variants now available in showrooms, with prices that start at $25,990 drive away. Pricing for each variant is the same no matter whether you choose the hatch or sedan body, and the top grade GT we're testing here is currently priced at a whopping $36,990 drive away. The LED headlights are slimmer than before and are now connected by this redesigned grille. There's more shiny bits and of course the new badge. Look close and you'll notice the badges are finished in a classy brushed aluminium, but whether those changes actually improve its appearance? We'll let you be the judge. The rear end of hatchback models stays the same, but Cerato sedans get a new rear bumper, boot and taillights. Standard equipment for sporty GT grades includes wireless phone charging, 18-inch alloy wheels, larger 305mm brakes up front and rejig suspension for 2021. Power plants remain the same, and in this range-topping GT, it's a turbocharged 1.6-litre four-cylinder. Another headline update for the 2021 Cerato is that stick shift manuals are out in base spec grades and automatics are in across the board. In this top spec GT, a 7-speed dual clutch does work, sending power to the front wheels, while every other 2-litre Cerato is mated to a 6-speed torque converter auto, which also sends power up front. The cabin is relatively unchanged except for this larger 10.25-inch touchscreen. There's now digital radio and the sounds of nature, so you can keep the kids in the back calm. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with a selection of drive modes and steering wheel mounted shift paddles, are carried over. The steering wheel is soft underhand with high quality materials at almost every touch point around the cabin. The GT's sports leather pointed seats are comfy for long stints of driving and still bring heating, but ventilation has been added for 2021. There's also plenty of ergonomic adjustability too, with the driver getting an 8-way electric seat with lumbar and memory, along with tilt and reach adjustments for the steering wheel. As with other Kia models, updated Ceratos are now fitted with safe exit warning, rear occupant alert and leading vehicle departure for when you're just not paying attention. It also comes filled with the latest in safety and driver aids, including autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection. And while there's a speed limiter function on board, the Cerato doesn't come with speed or traffic sign recognition. Not much has changed here in the back seat either, with 2 adults still able to travel in relative comfort. Previously reserved for top spec grades, every 2021 Cerato now gets rear air vents. Other features on the GT include a centre armrest with cup holders, bottle storage in each door pocket, 1 USB port and outboard ISOFIX points. Meanwhile, the sedan still has the slightly larger 502-litre boot compared to the hatchback's 428 litres. But it's behind the steering wheel that the Kia Cerato GT really shines. For everyday driving, it is a firm ride, both in terms of suspension and steering. And pop it into sport mode and the steering stiffens up even more and you get a nice responsive throttle. Power delivery is just as keen, but only when you're keeping revs high and working its 4-cylinder engine hard. It's a rewarding powertrain to play with. The dual clutch responds quickly to driver inputs when you're thrashing it around in manual mode, and throttle response is sharpest in sport mode. That's complemented by heavily synthesized engine noise inside the cabin, which probably tricks you into thinking you're going harder than you actually are. The GT's sporty and firm suspension setup is great for when you want to do a little bit of sportier, more enthusiastic driving, but the body as a whole may be a little bit too rigid for some, especially if you do a lot of driving on coarse chip surfaces or just roads that have a lot of bumps and potholes in them. Even still, it takes a fair bit to unsettle the Cerato, and for the most part, including fast changes of direction, it's a balanced and sure-footed ride. The only time you'll likely have to wrestle with the steering wheel is under hard acceleration when taking off, or on a highway with lane assist activated, as its sensitivity can be overzealous. Thanks to that retuned suspension, sticky Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres and huge 18-inch alloy wheels, there's loads of front-end grip and it's really confidence-inspiring chucking it into a corner. The only downside is with those 18s though is there's quite a lot of road noise that comes into the cabin on coarse chip and rough surfaces. Fuel consumption is a little higher than Kia's claim. With the GT sedan we spent the most time in, sipping around 8.4 litres per 100 kilometres. But overall, steering is quick and precise. Large brakes offer plenty of stopping power and vision out every window is good. But I'd love to be able to adjust the driver's seat a little lower as it feels too high even at its lowest setting. Each 2021 Cerato comes with Kia's 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty, with roadside assistance over the same period, while servicing the GT in the first 3 years will cost just over $1,100. While it's not the volume seller in the Cerato range, the flagship GT is certainly the most enjoyable to drive. It's not quite a hot hatch or hot sedan, but it does combine a practical cabin, engaging dynamics, and great levels of safety and tech. And for those reasons, the Cerato should remain a popular choice for Aussie buyers.